The year 2020 began in such a positive way. The board of directors had a renewed focus on our Vision 2025 strategic plan with initiatives around workforce, community, and member engagement. And then everything stopped. I remember being summoned to the Wayne County Health Department for a meeting with the Worcester and Rittman Chamber directors. They wanted to educate us on this novel coronavirus and how it might impact the business community. They asked for our help in getting information out, and of course that's what we do, is to help to educate our members. I remember thinking that it would be great to have the health department come to our Orrville Area Safety Council meeting that was happening the very next week to give an announcement and to share information about this. So that never happened, because on Monday, the governor issued a state of emergency for Ohio. The University of Akron-Wayne College closed, and our Safety Council meeting was canceled.
I can remember back to hearing an announcement about Ohio State University either canceling class or canceling their campuses for a few weeks after their spring break due to this coronavirus. And I remember a few of us gathering in our offices, wondering if the University of Akron would follow suit. Everything just happened so quickly. There was a lot of uncertainty. We had a lot of questions. We didn't know how long we were going to be closed.
When the pandemic first hit, there were so many questions. Nobody really knew what to expect or the Chamber's role moving forward. I remember sitting around the table with the executive committee discussing on how we might respond to this. And there were two things that came out of that meeting. One is we wanted to be a reliable source of information. And the second, we wanted to present a voice of reason. And I think we accomplished that.
So it was a very confusing time because nobody knew really what was going on. We didn't understand what the coronavirus was, and we certainly had no idea how serious the situation was and how much it was going to impact our daily life and the way that we would work. The Chamber quickly adopted a three-part strategy to share information, to connect members with the resources they needed to continue their business operations, and to be a source of encouragement and support for the uncertainty that lays ahead.
We wanted to ensure our members receive the same information that we got from our partners at the health department and the governor's office. But we knew our retailers and restaurant owners may not have time during the day to check their email. So we printed that information and we went door to door advising them of any updates, loans, and different information that'd be helpful to them. Chamber never ceased helping our members, connecting with them in any way that we could, providing resources and valuable information as it was ever changing. As I look back on 2020, it was a very challenging and stressful time, but it was very rewarding watching our members work together.
Exercising an abundance of caution, the Chamber's Executive Committee made the decision to close the Chamber's office and transition the Chamber staff to work remotely from home. The Orrville Area Chamber of Commerce partnered with the Wayne Economic Development Council and the Worcester Area Chamber of Commerce on a webinar series called COVID Conversations. We hosted Congressman Anthony Gonzalez, Ethan Karp from Magnet, Bob Gorman from Critchfield, Johnson, and then representatives from the Small Business Administration talking about how to apply for payroll protection loans and economic disaster relief loans. There were so many different pieces of information coming out so very quickly that the collaboration between these entities in Wayne County helped to streamline that information for us to work together. It was a great time to have that partnership and collaboration throughout the county. The Chamber also started fielding requests for people to make personal protective equipment. There was a shortage of face masks. So Altman Orrville Hospital reached out with a copy of a pattern. So if people had access to material and sewing machines, elastic, they were being asked to make face masks for the hospital. We were also able to connect Sean's Makerspace, who had been making 3D printers for the past several years. We connected them with the hospital to create a pattern to make a face shield that makers could do in their homes making the pieces and parts for this protective equipment for the hospital.
In addition to sharing information, resources, and connecting our members, we wanted to show them that we appreciated them. We had grocery workers, medical people, safety service people, and manufacturing all working during shutdown, putting their lives at risk. So we wanted to thank them. So we partnered with the Orrville Area Safety Council and the City of Orrville, and we printed and placed thank you essential worker signs throughout our communities. It was the least we could do to show them our support.
We were so focused on sharing the information of the day because it seemed as if there was something new that changed or happened every day that needed to be reacted to and responded to. And during that time, we canceled our HR roundtable that was scheduled for April. And I remember thinking that we need to find a way to pivot our events so that we could continue to help our members have opportunities to engage with each other. We were all working from home. We were isolated from each other, and it was important to provide opportunities for members to engage. So we spent the month of April working with WRL Advertising to come up with a virtual marketing roundtable. They brought in their whole team, sharing information about how they were helping their clients connect with customers, get the important information out about changes in hours and protocol, whether they were open, whether they were closed, staying top of mind with their brand awareness. So many of our nonprofit organizations had to cancel their spring fundraisers. So the Chamber pulled together a social media campaign to help promote Giving Tuesday Now. It was on May 5th. It was really a last-minute effort that we pulled together very quickly, and I was so appreciative of WQKT Radio for offering an opportunity for nonprofits to come and do public service announcements on the radio station free of charge, first come, first serve, and there were many of our nonprofit members that took advantage of that opportunity to raise visibility, to get out their message about the important work that they were doing and the need for continued donations and support for their causes.
When COVID-19 forced the closure of trade shows and conventions nationwide, we had to develop and execute our pandemic pivot quickly. We developed a variety of safety solutions, barriers, temporary dividers, and others for hospitals, restaurants, offices, and elsewhere. The challenge for us was getting our information in front of members of the community that we had never really worked with before.
Early this spring, as we were trying to figure out what to do when our building was closed and we wanted to open back up and get people in here safe and keep our staff safe, we were looking for options of barriers, plexi, different things to make our workstations and our public areas usable. So it was very flustering, and there were a lot of things online, and actually I ordered several things that came in and they didn't work.
I turned to the Orrville Area Chamber of Commerce to help with networking opportunities and advertising to get our information out there. In turn, they got me in contact with Daphne here at the library. After meeting with her, we were able to develop a variety of solutions, plexiglass and aluminum dividers that could let her employees as well as her constituents return to the library, enjoy the space in a safe manner.
Michelle at the Chamber suggested that I contact PFI Displays, and that's how I met Vince and how he came out and walked around and helped us to figure out, every space is different here. We have round desk and we have square desk and we have, work areas where people are standing and sitting, and he helped us to work out what would be best. And as I said, it's very professional looking. And
the power of our chamber didn't stop there. Daphne was able to get us into contact with other organizations in our area. We were also able to partner with them to help bring their employees back safely and get back up to speed.
One of the central pieces of the Rally Around Restaurant and Retail campaign was a large graphic that we put on an empty storefront in downtown Orrville. And the theme was, now is the time to support all of the businesses that have supported you. So our local merchants are the most generous people out there, giving to clubs and organizations and school sports teams and helping with fundraisers, always donating a basket or a gift card. Now is the time to give back to them. They need our business, and we wanted to help support them in that. We did a series of short video clips on our Instagram and Facebook pages. It allowed the business owners to tell their story, to put out a pitch to the public about how much their business mattered to them when they ordered takeout, when they came to purchase something at one of the retail shops, when they ordered flowers for Mother's Day.
We continued our member outreach through the summer months. Every week I was in a different community, just doing a member check-in, checking to see what do you need, who's open, what can we help you with. And then we posted a picture of our members. That extra visibility was so important to them. And our member directory click-through to their website was also important. It was a way for the customers to be able to find our members and keep abreast of the different changes to their business.
The Chamber's pandemic pivot was finding a way to deliver on our annual dinner and award celebration. This event was planned for the end of March. It's the largest event that the Chamber does every year. We had 300 people already registered. We had all of our sponsorships lined up, all of our plans made when the governor canceled mass gatherings. We were not allowed to have those events. So we postponed it, hoping to push it down the road a couple months and being able to deliver that. Of course, we were not able to hold it in person. So our alternative was a hybrid event experience. It included a videotaping of the awards presentations. It included a celebration box that included items that you would have likely found on your table at the actual event, as well as a gift certificate for a meal at a local restaurant. So we wanted to continue to support our restaurant members and deliver a meal where people could gather together to enjoy that. And we encouraged employers to gather their employees together, open the celebration box in a conference room, and have a small group experience while they watch the awards presentations together. It also worked for you to have your own private party. We were glad that we were able to deliver on the experience, recognizing our award winners and still providing an element of celebration at a time when everyone really needed some encouragement. Summer brought the opportunity to celebrate ribbon cuttings. We were honored to be asked to assist the Greater Wayne County Community Federal Credit Union open their new branch office in the village of Doylestown, to welcome Dr. Scott Pycraft to downtown Orrville. Pizza Hut relocated to a new location on West High Street on the edge of the Bueller's parking lot, and the Krupp Title Office moved to a new location on Main Street. So the Chamber was glad to be able to bring together a small group of employees, their handwork, and bring out our ribbon and our big scissors and celebrate these occasions. The Chamber had a celebration of our own. In July, we marked our 105th anniversary of our organization with a barbecue carryout. After Hours Barbecue set up their shop in our parking lot, and we had a great time that day sharing some Chamber trivia and visiting with members as they came to pick up lunch or dinner to take home to their families or back to their offices. In September, we planned our annual golf outing, held that as scheduled at the Pines Golf Course with close to 100 golfers participating. Great sponsorship response. We really didn't know what to expect when we started planning for that, but truly appreciated the support and the enthusiasm that members turned out for that event. We also took a bold step to hold the first Chamber Coffee Connection since the pandemic began. We coordinated with P. Graham Dunn to hold the event outside, socially distanced, around their lake. We invited the Dutch Kitchen to come and have baked goods available for sale.
After months of floating head Zoom meetings and webinars, remote work that had us all, missing that person-to-person connection, The Chamber Board got together and decided that we could take advantage of the nice weather, as well as the beautiful campus of our new member, P. Graham Dunn, and bring our members together. We hosted an event with a lot of safety enhancements. We started off with pre-meeting screening. Mask wearing was mandatory, no handshakes, social distancing, and more. But this beautiful setting, their campus with the greenery and the pond with us, allowed our people to feel comfortable getting together and reconnecting in person in a way that was just refreshing. Somebody commented that it was soothing to their soul to be out in an actual live networking event again, rather than muting and unmuting their mic or talking to a screen.
I was excited about the opportunity to attend the September Coffee Connection the Chamber offered at P. Graham Dunn. The opportunity to connect with people during COVID in an outside setting, it just really made me feel good to be able to get out and do that. So I appreciate the Chamber offering that.
We received such a great response from the P. Graham Dunn event that we repeated it in October at Ramsire Farms, another wonderful outdoor location that provided plenty of space to be socially distanced. We reached out to the Wayne County Schools Career Center, had their culinary students prepare muffins and cookies for purchase. The students were so excited to have an actual project to prepare for and to plan for, something that they didn't have up until that point. And then the proceeds from those sales helped to support their program. I was honored to be part of the Wayne County COVID Small Business Relief Grant Review process. The funds have been allocated from the state of Ohio to the Wayne County Commissioners for distribution. And together, working with the Wayne Economic Development Council, Main Street Worcester, and the Worcester Area Chamber, we were able to grant $400,000 of grants to small businesses that had experienced a 40% reduction in revenue as a result of the pandemic.
Probably the most important project in 2020 for our board was a membership investment review task force. We changed from fair share to tier structure. This allowed our members to be able to select which tier and resources were important to meet their goals. We came up with a comprehensive list of all the resources available with new and existing resources. We were really surprised at all the different resources the staff is able to offer our members. If you're not familiar with all the resources we have available, check us out online, orrvillechamber.com, resources, or contact me. We just really want to be sure our members know they are never without resources and they're never alone.
The state of the Orrville Area Chamber of Commerce is strong. We ended 2020 with 321 members, just one less than we ended 2019. While the organization did not grow in the number of members, we're very proud of the fact that we had a 93% retention rate and welcomed 33 new members to the Chamber this year. We adjusted our budget at the beginning of second quarter and ended the year solidly in the black with revenue exceeding expenses by 10%. Together, we've overcome many challenges this year, yet there are many uncertainties in the future, many things that we won't be able to control. But what we can control is our local response. The local business community, united by membership in the Orrville Area Chamber of Commerce, has come together for the past century to solve the issues of the day. I invite you to join the conversation. Be an active participant. Answer the question, what do you want from your chamber membership? Do you want to get something from it? Or do you want to get something done? We have pathways for both, and I invite you to be part of the process.